Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, today I was getting ready to do my makeup and I came across this video by Genevieve. She had basically was talking about how she was going back to her like basics concerning how she does her makeup and how she's been sculpting her face to look more lifted. And you know, just because we got the Rona going on, that doesn't mean we need to, you know, slack off on our beauty regimen and how we do our makeup, which I personally feel like I've been doing because, you know, like I told y'all in my face mask video, makeup's been nosing up. So I was super glad I came across her video because I'm like, it's gonna help, you know, refresh my skills a little bit, give me a little bit more on point, and who doesn't want a nice lifted, sculpted face? So that's what I'm gonna be showing you today. Her video was called 5 Easy Makeup Techniques That Will Change Your Life. So we're gonna let Jamie change mine today.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flick up. Bill, I'm in the mood for a change up. I leave the city and return with my change up. They got amnesia, don't remember how they played us. They wanna knock me down, but somehow I just stay up.
For her video, she basically said that her base was already set before she started with all these techniques. So I am gonna just quickly do this real quick and fast forward y'all through that so we can get on the same page she's on. So let me get that done. Let me go and forewarn y'all real quick for those who have not watched my PenTube, link above. I do not wear foundation. I just go in with a concealer and I'm now contouring with a cream and stuff like that, but I don't do like a full like foundation across my face. I've been stopped that life. I'm just too old to do it.
So, don't be judging me.
Yo te voy a demostrar que soy el pecado que amas con mi chica. Y si tú quisieras una sola vez conmigo, hay que ser claro lo que quieres beber. Ya pasó tu primavera y el amor que se fue, pero las ganas de darle aumentan cada vez. Perdidos, sé lo que siento, pero tú no. Haciendo el amor, pero no más que eso estamos perdidos, perdidos. Y yo te resumo en el desayuno, éramos pares, no éramos uno ni un te amo. Solo había sexo, nada cariño, solo pretextos. Estaría fine si lo sabría y no llenaras de fantasías. Ya me dijiste.
Okay, I think I'm done with what she has done prior to her video. Her eyes were done, her base was done. I noticed she has a little bit of shimmer and like highlight already done. I personally like going in with that stuff like last when I'm done with everything to see what else I wanted to highlight. But concerning like my base, her eyes were done too. That's all done and we're on points. I feel okay with this. To now see what Jamie gonna teach us today. Ooh, her eyebrows are low. Is her eyebrows done? No, I don't think her eyebrows done. We're gonna follow her now, okay?
And that's fine, but what I want to do is lift everything up. So I'm gonna go in with a slightly more dense brush. This is my Smith 118. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer again.
I'm gonna go with the bronzer.
And this time I'm gonna be a lot more precise. So I'm gonna start on my cheekbone and I'm gonna keep it super high. Working into the temples, I love making my bronzer meet my eyeshadow. I'm basically working just really high up. Over here you can see I've got bronzer down here. That's doing nothing for my face. So I'm going to keep it nice and high. And then I'm still going to bronze my forehead, but again I'm going to keep it quite high. And I think less is more. Can you believe that I'm saying that out loud? Less is more, guys.
I freaking love her voice. Let's just talk about like, I can sit here and listen to Jamie read the phone book and I'll still be just as intrigued. But my confused face is me trying to figure out what in the world she wants me to do with my life. So basically she says take a dense brush and then you're gonna take your bronzer. She's using a powder, it seems. For the method that she's showing is definitely a powder because y'all know I went and got me my Fenty's. I got my Fenty creams. And to work with Fenty, you cannot do all that. I've learned. And other people have said in their reviews as well, that with like using creams on top of powders, like it's more of a pat and blend through motion than just sweeping motion she's doing. To get that contour look, she says you definitely want to be more precise and work up on the top part of your cheek and up into the temple. She says she likes to blend her contour in with the eyeshadow. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see what happens. So what I normally do is just tap my Fenty in, and then I start tapping it on my face. And I kind of like work from there. I'm still really new to this whole like bronzing, contouring method. Looks like she's doing this more as a bronzing thing. Me, I'm more of a contour girl, you know, being black and all, having a lot of melanin in my skin. I don't feel the need to like bronze up my face a bunch, but I definitely want that snatch look, you know? That's what we're gonna necessarily try to go for. Now, one thing Jamie didn't do was her chin and neck, because like I said, this is more of a bronzing technique for her, but for me this is contouring. So I always go in and like shape my chin and shape down my neck, because you know we all have been living our best life, eating all the foods, especially when we were shut down and stuck in the house. So gotta conceal that little double chin.
You bring out the sweetness of my life. Oh yeah. Come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good.
Alright, that was with the Fenty cream. Bronzer, which is more of a contour for me. So we're now gonna go into like her technique, which she was technically like, this is her bronzing technique to have that more lifted look. I'm gonna go back and pretty much seal that cream with my Fenty bronzer. Now that is powdered, so we're gonna try this sweeping motion she was doing. Let's go back to Jamie. Show me what to do, Jamie. Show me what to do.
Getting all my base on, my foundation, my powder, etc. So it's just going on super smooth. But you can see that's giving me a slight contour, but because it's bronzer, it's a bit warmer. And then I'm going to make, I always make the same face when I do bronzer. I'm going to make this face. Perfect. And then for my jaw, I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to put it here. I'm going to go underneath my jaw.
Okay, never mind. She did go
And
underneath.
It's like these 5 tips, you know, it's not like one side's going to look absolutely terrible and the other side's going to look phenomenal. It's really subtle, but it still works. I'm going to go under my jaw. And can you see that? Lift. Okay, for blush, I'm going to go in with the same brush. I'm going to go in probably with a similar amount. Too much. And then instead of applying right
Jamie,
here,
hold up, slow down. I ain't ready. I ain't ready. I'm still blending up. I'm still blending up. Y'all, do I look skinnier yet? Hey, I'm probably kidding myself. I think I look good no matter what, because I haven't seen myself in full face makeup in a while. Alright, we're moving on to blush, because Jamie is a Speedy Gonzalez up in this joint. We're moving on so quickly.
I'm going to gently bring it onto the top of the face. Obviously, there is no way, there's no wrong way to do makeup. I love putting blush right across my nose, but this, I just think, is so flattering. And
Less
again,
is
we're
more,
wanting
she
that
says.
Lift and sculpting, like shaping the face. Can you see the difference? Quite cool, isn't it? I'm going to put a wee touch on my nose because I love it. So we've actually used a really similar
Alright, we're gonna pause Jamie again because Jamie's faster at doing makeup than I am. So we're gonna pause because I'm trying to like really remember what she's doing. She literally went with her brush over that bronzer. So like in that same general vicinity. Very different from what I do. I am a smile and like put it on my cheeks kind of girl and like blend up. But she is literally keeping it on the outer side, and with the whole concept less is more. I love to be 80s with my blush and go rather heavy and then blend it back out with some translucent powder. So I'm following your ways, Jamie. I'm just gonna follow it. I ain't gonna question life. Just gonna sneak a little bit more. I do like her overall look, so I'm gonna try to stick with her as much as possible. But I've never had my blush this far over. But Jamie knows what she's doing, so I'm gonna do my best to follow suit. Blend up, blend out. Up, up, and away. Ooh, it's hard to stop because I'm a blush fanatic. Ooh, but I'm gonna stop. Put a little blush on our nose. I don't believe in the Rudolph life, so I don't put blush on my nose. No.
Here, we're lifted.
Here, we're lifted.
We're stunning. So that is a really simple way to change the shape of your face using your bronzer and your blush. Okay, moving
yes,
on.
Jamie,
Next
moving
step
on.
Is liner, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in.
Liner. We're doing liner
so this
now.
is really cool. If you've watched any of my videos before, kind of seen, you know, the odd selfie, you might already know this one. It's liner. So we're going to go in with our liner. I like a felt tip liner. So I'm going to go in with the It Cosmetics Superhero Liner. This is just a really nice brush tip eyeliner. I'm going to show you.
I got it, Jamie. I got a brush tip eyeliner.
Absolutely. I used to do this all the time. Kind of before I really knew my own face, if you know what I mean. So
I know
I'm
my
gonna go
face,
ahead and
Jamie.
do a
We
bog
intimate
standard
now.
ring liner. So I'm going to start in here.
Okay, Jamie, hold up. Pause you. Now, Jamie apparently doesn't tight line her life. I do. I got rather big eyes, so I feel like this just what works best for me is to go in, especially since I'm wearing falsies. She wears falsies too, but I just feel like tight lining blends everything better because I got a freaking eyelash on here. Skirt. But anyways, most of the time when I'm out and I'm wearing my falsies, most people think I have lash extensions in because how well they blend, and I credit half that because I tight line my eyes. So I'm gonna do that first. Jamie, you rule your life, I rule mine. Oh, y'all might want to know what this is. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio. Alright, just doing that, I just feels like helps with my eyes and makes the base of my lashes thicker so it blends in my falsies later. But now we're gonna go in with our felt tip pen, and she's basically starting to line her eye out, and she says that she normally does it like halfway in because she's doing like her bad side right now. So we don't want to follow the bad side, we want to follow the good side. So we're going to fast forward.
So this accentuates the roundness of my eyes, and
I got round eyes too, Jamie.
I love the look of a really nice pulled out almond shaped eye. So that's what I'm going to do. So this is how I used to do my liner.
Alright, so the whole idea is to achieve an almond look eye versus a round eye. I have very big round eyes, so I can understand Jamie's like where she's doing her like before, like how she normally used to do her makeup versus now to get that more lifted look. I'm excited to do the new way to make it look more almond. So she starts off with the corner. Oh, I never start off in the corner like that, but okay. So she did her line. Got you, Jamie.
Half liner. So I'm gonna start.
She says she does a half liner.
Alright. And then I'm gonna pull that back.
Starting pretty much in the middle of her eye and then pulling back.
Just to change the shape, like change the way that you do eyeliner, because it definitely took me ages. But if I look into my mirror and then if I look straight, you can see that instead of going right into my inner corner and doing it really round, I'm starting halfway along the eye and I'm dragging it straight out. So when I look like this, you can see that this eye kind of goes down and back up. This eye is just getting pulled out. And
I can't live her life. So she basically just does it half like this. She did a lot more thinner, I feel. Mine is like oozing out, so it definitely came out a little thicker than normal. But basically her notion is that if you do a half liner, it just brings the eye more pulled out this way. I get you, Jamie, but because I do wear like false lashes in a full strip because I got big eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and connect it, but I'm gonna try to keep it as thin as I possibly can feel like I could have made it thinner, but this thing is like literally oozing out. You ever just look at yourself sometimes and be like, dang, why is it only good on one side and not the other? Because I can see where she says it looks more almond shaped and more pulled. The thinner you have the inner corners, and I feel like I made it just a tad bit too round there. But we're just gonna have to keep with this right now and continue. Jamie, help me.
You can really tell when your makeup's finished, so moving on to the next section.
Well, she said the difference you can really tell when your makeup's finished, so hopefully I can fix it. Oh, I need to get this real quick.
And again, there's absolutely nothing wrong, and a lot of eye shapes really suit this wing, and you guys might prefer it. This is all personal preference. I just really love the way my eyes look when I...
She's putting on mascara right now. I don't put mascara on my top lashes, so we're gonna just try to fix my life while she does that. Alright, moving on, Jamie. Alright, she's getting her falsies.
Completely changes the shape of your eyes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply lashes again, like I used to. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, we don't care about the way you used to do it. How you doing now, Jamie?
On your liner, the whole eye. And then again,
well, she said the old way she used to do it was put falsies across her full eye.
So I used to wear lashes like
I do that now, Jamie.
Love them. Think they're great. But on the other eye, we're going to do the famous half lash. Half lash is
She's gonna do the famous half lash. A half lash.
So here's my eyelash. For this eye, I cut off 2 little clusters. But for the other eye, I'm gonna literally cut it in half.
Oh, skirt?
All you're left with is
Oh, Jay playing games, because that's what girls not going to do. I don't sit here and pay $35 for some lashes to then cut them up, honeys. No, that's what we're not going to do. You do that with your Kiss lashes that cost you $7.99. Nah, bruh. I understand we're trying to go for a lifted look, but for a lifted look, you can do the same without having to lose $20 of your investment and cutting your lashes in half. Now, Jamie cut her lashes in half, so just the weight of her lashes are on the outer end to give her that more almond eye and more like lifted. Me personally, to get a lifted eye, especially if, oh, dang it. Did I get glue everywhere? Anyways, to give myself that more like lifted eye look, I can change the shape of my eye based off my lashes. Now, this is the Lily. This is the Miami Winged. The Miami Winged will give me a more almond-shaped eye that's more lifted automatically without having to cut her in half, just because the weight of the lashes are on the outer corners and not the inner corners, versus like the regular Miami, which is a more fanned out look. I ain't gonna sit here and cut up my money. I mean, would y'all do that? Let's all just follow someone. Be like, oh, here's a $20 bill to make your face look more lifted. I want you to go cut it in half. Would you do it? No, that's crazy. You'd be like, that's funny. No. Now while my glue is drying, what I always do is just go in and I only put mascara on my bottom lashes. So I'm gonna do that. This is my Lancome primer. So my bottom lashes have 1/10 of the volume that my falsies give my top lash. Plus, having it be going on white as a primer, it's like so much easier. It gives you like 10 times more control when you're going back and like putting on black mascara, because I swear bottom lashes be there, but they half invisible. So being able to go in with a primer so you fully see where they're located to put on the black mascara totally helps. And if you never use a primer, I promise you it doesn't stay white forever. It only stays white for like a few minutes, and then once it fully dries, it goes clear. I usually do my primer and then put on a lash. Now to be like Jamie, I'm gonna put majority of my weight of this false lash on the outside corner. While my other lash is drying, I'm gonna go in with my second mascara, which is my black mascara for my bottom lash, and this is Telescopic with L'Oreal, because I simply love how teeny this brush is. So it makes putting on mascara really nice and easy and precise.
Baby, I love you. Why you tryna pick us up when I'm tryna build it up? I wish I could make you stop, 'cause baby, I love you. Guess I'm gonna dance alone tonight. I'm gonna miss your body. You know I can never get it right without you. No, I don't wanna step into the light.
As you see, I did not follow Jamie's rules on this one. I did not cut my lovely mink lashes in half because I did not pay all this money for this mink to shed for it to be sewn onto a lash for me just to cut it up. So I think just simply having like winged lashes helps give my eyes definitely a more almond effect, because I understand where Jamie's going with it, because I have round eyes like she does, and being able to have a wing eyeliner and then wing lashes on top of it, where the heaviest part of your lashes is on the corner, definitely helps give my eyes more of an almond shaped and more pulled and, you know, kind of look. I'm gonna stop being extra now, and so we can move on to some eyebrows, because I'm over here looking like a dead chicken.
Lashes, these are quite full reborn and not the eye, you know, batter lashes. It's so easy. Because it's just
It is so easy just not to cut them.
Just stick it to the end. And I like to do it pretty close to the end of my eye, I guess.
I did that, Jamie. It's real close to the
The
end.
thing I don't like about centuries, there's a time and a place for natural makeup. Yeah, it's one of my most favourite tricks, and it's something that I do keep out. Again, I'm not going to make it just look shit for the sake of it, but I'm just going to follow
Alright,
it.
we're doing eyebrows.
Feather it through the front of my brow. Keeping it quite strong, you know. And then I'm going to fill the tail. Just like so. So I would say this is a really standard way to fill out brows. I've followed my natural brow. I've kept it a little bit lighter at the front, which a lot of people do now. And I'm just going to go in with my Gimme brow to plump up the hairs in the brow, get them set, and fluff them out. This is a pretty normal way to do eyebrows. I think it's really nice. It's just really standard. Just done for me. On the other side, I'm going to show you how I use less product in a more precise way to
Okay, less
change
product,
my
more
eyebrows.
precise.
And again,
I like that.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the same product, and I'm just going to be a bit more
Alright, I don't know what product she's using. I'm using a Wonder Brow.
Find this arch. We're going to lift the arch up a little bit.
So she said, find your arch
then
and lift
drop
it.
the front of the brow down. So it kind of goes in
And then
the
draw
inside.
the front of the brow down. So I'm gonna pause because she's going quicker than I can. She's over here Wonder Woman. She's moving too fast for me. So she basically said, find your arch and lift it. This is about where my arch would be for my brow. I've never really lifted my arch like that, so this is about to be different. And then she said to take a line and draw the brow downwards. So we're gonna see how this turns out. I feel like how I do my brows every freaking morning is completely different every day too. I don't feel like I have a very solid like shape to my brows. It's basically however I can fill it to make it look best that day. So I can't say I have a very precise look for my brow. I don't know. I just try to fill in the hairs. We're gonna do it the Jamie way. Oh, if you all are interested, I know y'all like details. The brow gel I use is Wonder Brow in Jet Black. And then the brush I use is the Anastasia brow brush in 12. Because the thinner, the better. And then she basically drew her brow outwards. And then bring it down here. I don't know if I ever purposely drew my brow down, but I think I see what she's talking about. I think I see the magic.
Front of my brow down a little bit, which will make the arch and the tip and the end of my brow look higher. Okay? So we're going to go in with a little bit of product. I'm going to start bringing that down. And I'm going down below where the hair stops. And again, I'm going to flip my brush up. And it's not as heavy as well. It's not as much product. Again, we're going to go through the brow just like the other side, and we're going to define the tail. When I'm doing the tail of my brow, I'm really careful that I don't end up drawing down the way, because that's going to pull everything down again.
Oh yeah, don't draw your brow down.
The brush I'm using is just
Not the tip
two-ended
anyways.
brush. It's got the spoolie on the end, but I like it because it's so dense. It's really, like, it's quite a stiff brush, so you can be really precise with your product. And again, I'm just going to bring that down slightly more and just darken it up like that. And I'm using the side of the brush to flick upwards, and let's go in with our guinea brow. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go right through the brow. And then a great way to bring up the brow bone even more is to go in with a little bit of concealer. This is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I'm going to go in with a tiny brush, and I'm not going to clean up the front at all. I'm literally just going to put a touch of that concealer. Using my finger just to line it out. And this just gives a matte, subtle highlight, and it cleans up the tail of the brow as well. So for me, if I was to put it straight on, this brow looks like it sits higher because it's a wee bit further down at the front. Yeah, it's pretty magic. And the lashes as well make a really big difference, so everything's just being pulled up, which gives it.
So I do not set under my brow with concealer like she's doing as a highlight to like make the tail look a little higher. What I normally do is just go in with my Ben 9 Pretty Pink powder, or I can even use like pretty much anything, like any light powder. It kind of just depends on my mood. Usually it's the Ben 9, but sometimes I'll just go in with like a really light white or cream eyeshadow powder. Yeah, let me speak correctly. And then like what she says, highlight underneath to kind of give it that matte highlight is what I do. I don't really go back in with a concealer. To me, that's doing a lot. I already am doing a bunch with my makeup as it is, so I just normally concentrate, like she says, on that end area, blend that out, and just matten out the end of my brow. And then sometimes I like to go back in with that pink powder, since that's what I set my foundation with, or my highlighter with, concerning my concealer. And then I'll go above the brow too, to just matten that all out, because your girl gets oily, so the more powder the better. But I like this brow. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, Jamie. Okay, Jamie, I see you. Jamie.
You see what I mean? This whole side of my face looks
I do see what you mean, Jamie. I'm with you. My face does look a lot more lifted, and I feel definitely more like snatched. So now she's about to go on to lips with a lip liner. Jamie, this is where the rule's gonna not necessarily work for me again, because she's over here talking about lip liners. Let me pause you, Jamie. Jamie, I don't use a lip liner, so what's your girl supposed to do? I'm waiting. Cause yeah, I don't have lip liners. I don't use lip liners. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe I'm just not down with the rest of the beauty community. I mean, you saw how long it took me to finally get like a proper like cream contour and get that life together. But when I do my lips, well, when I used to do my lips, let's talk about BC, before Rona or Corona. Of course, I wore my lipstick, and basically what she's talking about in her liners, I would definitely define like my Cupid's bow, lift the tip of my lips, and then like fill in. But we wear face masks now. Nobody's seeing nothing no more, which I'm rather mad about it because I'm proud of my mouth. But for the sake of this video, we're just gonna follow along with her. And I'm basically gonna do what she does with a lip liner, but with lipstick. But before we do all that, Jamie came into this video highlighted to the heavens. And I'm gonna put my highlighter on. So today, we gonna definitely introduce some more Fenties. Y'all don't kill me for saying Fenty like that. I know y'all like, why you say it like that? Fenties. But yeah, I have not got to play with her much because of course I bought her during the Rona. What's on you? What is this? I don't know what's on her. I don't know what's spilled. Anyways, this is Fenty's Cognac Candy highlighter. I only got to really play with her during my Sephora haul. Link above if you haven't watched it yet. But I'm gonna play with her now. So I am going to highlight. She's heavy glitter too, which I love a heavy glitter. My cheeks, and since we did our cheeks so off to the side to have that more lifted face, I'm going to keep in that tradition and keep the highlight further over and not in. So keep it off to the sides. Ooh, pretty. I'm such a girl. I love glitter. I'm gonna highlight my inner corner of my eyes as well because she already had that done. But I didn't get the opportunity to. So get right on in there with that cognac. Yeah. I'm really liking this cognac, so I'm gonna do a little bit under my brow. Right under that arch. Just to get a little, sign. Just a little. And then I am going, people be highlighting their nose. I never really got into that. Not really to fully understand how to do it, but I do like to do my Cupid's bow now. 'Cause I feel like it just helps to highlight my lip. So I'll put a bit of cognac on there too. Now the first person I saw do this all the time was Carly Babel. I remember her getting so much hate for this. She said people always said that they hate that she does this because it looked like snot coming out of her nose. But oh well, that's called haters. Haters. I personally like it because it makes my lips look a little bigger. I personally am not the biggest fan of my lips size. Like, I wish they were a little bit fuller. But they fit my face, people say. So here I am. I won't go out and get lip fillers just yet. Alright. That is done and set. Now to get my lipstick. If you haven't seen this from my Amazon haul, this is my lipstick case. One of two. So I have plenty of options. I haven't worn lipstick in forever. What should I do, guys? What should I do? This face mask has taken away the joy of wearing lipstickers. I'm gonna do Kylie today. And this is Cocoa with Kylie Cosmetics. This is, what color is this? This is Gorge. It's a matte liquid. So basically what she does with her liner is that she defines the tip. And Jamie basically like just overdrew it. I don't really overdraw mine per se, because I just feel like the way my lips is shaped, I don't necessarily have to. I just make sure like I fully define it, if anything. And then give a roundness at the bottom. And then she basically said try to keep it thinner on the sides, or like at least not overdraw it on the sides to give more that pout look, which is what I do with my lipstick anyways. That worked for me. I just don't want to cheat it. Blot her out. And I'm gonna put a gloss on top today. This is one of the Tarte lip glosses. Gotta put some lip gloss. And to accentuate the look and like fullness of my lips, like at least in the middle, I try to just keep the lip gloss there. And there we go. We are set and done. Well, oops. Take that back. Not fully set and done. Now that I just said set and done, I'm like, let me set my makeup so she don't go nowhere. To set my makeup, I like to use Mally's, what are you called? Ever Color Poreless Face Defender, and that's my normal like final last step with my makeup. But Jamie, I fully admit, I feel like my face definitely looks more like angled upwards with all her little tips and tricks. The lips really don't necessarily like help too much. I mean, I can understand where she's going concerning like how to draw like a lip liner and everything like that, and how that can help with the shape of your face, but all her other tips are pretty on point outside of cutting your lashes in half. Girl, please, you better go somewhere else with that. All right, let me go get my hair on. Well, welcome back, guys. This is my final look thanks to Jamie. I can say that I don't hate it. Like, I feel that it definitely gives a bit of like a lifting to the face. Definitely an improvement for me concerning my great love of blush, and definitely helping me scale it back. So she definitely gave me some added tips concerning my contouring, bronzing, as well as how I apply my blush. That will definitely continue to be used in the future, and I do greatly enjoy my brow and how that is a little bit more lifted for my face too. So those main things right there, they're not two, it's more like three. What? Contour, blush, brow. Yeah, those 3 things out of her 5 I will definitely be continuing with. As you see, Jamie and I did not see eye to eye when it comes to doing the eye concerning getting that almond shaped. I don't feel you have to only line your eye halfway or use only half of falsies to get a almond shape. Definitely just simply being more light-handed with your eyeliner towards the inner corner. When doing a wing, have the wing definitely be thicker on the outside, and then having obviously winged lashes will help in that. Simply doing those 2 things versus her 2 tricks to lift the face, I feel works for me. Of course, everyone to each its own. So if you're one person who necessarily don't like falsies and you like doing only a half lash and doing a half wing, go for it. You live your best life, hunties. For me, I will definitely just keep it more minimal on the inner corner and more dramatic on the outer corner to get my almond, because it works the same. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely give me a thumbs up. You made it to the end of the video, so you deserve this. You win, and give the thumbs up. Be like, I did it. I made it to the end. Of course, if you have comments, questions, leave them down below. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And if you are not part of this lovely YouTube family, definitely join in. You're gonna absolutely love it, because what can I say? I'm a bit biased to myself, and I think I'm great. But other than that, I will see you all next week with a new video. You guys take care.